children, as we discussed during this week, that Aishat will be talking about her presenting her project aims. Okay, so during the session, please do pay attention. You all can take down notes, and if you have any questions, so at the end of the her presentation, you all may ask her the questions. Okay, so I think Aishat will start with. I think we have Laina who will start with a song. So Laina, do you want to kickstart? And Aishat,
Yes,
you can
sir.
take it from here.
My name is Laina and I'm from Maldives, and today I'll be presenting a song. I chose this song because has a very important message. Think about the generation and say we want to make it a better place for our children and our children's children, and that they know it's a better place. There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And in this place could be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that can't lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joy, for giving. If we try, we shall see. In this place, we cannot feel fear or dread. We stop existing and start living. Thank you.
Thank you, Laina. Laina, in which standard are you? In which grade are you?
I'm in grade 5.
Grade 5. And the song is by Michael Jackson, is it?
Yes.
I like the songs. So, good. Uh, 1 second. I should let me open up your slide. Okay. Stay home. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Stay home. ರಜೆ ಸಾನಿಯಾ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ರಜಿಯಾ Razia Begum, is this Razia from State Home? Razia Begum
Yes,
from.
sir.
Oh,
Yes,
so
sir.
Ashwini, so अलग अलग फोन से ज्वाइन किया आप लोग ने? रजिया, आप अलग अलग फोन से ज्वाइन किए हो क्या?
हाँ सर, एक ही फोन सा उस
हाँ. Okay, okay. 1 second. Okay. Right. So Prashant and all, everyone is there. Rajiv also is there. Okay. All right. Aishat, you may kickstart your presentation.
My name is Aishat Lana Shahlam. I'm from Maldives, and my project is coral plantation and my beach cleanup project. My project is about restoring our reefs and making the environment a safer place, not just because it's important, but also for the people in the community. The content will be the introduction and goal of my project, how I'll explain to you about what coral plantation is, and then a Q&A.
Aishat, can you see my screen?
No, sir, I can't.
1 second. Huh? Well, I think you should be able to see it. Let me know. Yeah, is it visible?
Yes, sir, now it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Could you change the slide, sir? So, about my project. The goal of my project is to restore and grow corals to improve our reef's health, biodiversity, and also to create awareness for not just only uh, the people in my island and my community, but also for the whole world. And we also plan to pick up plastic in the coastal areas and keep it clean and safe for everyone in these areas. So, a lot of people don't know what coral planting is. The first thing is corals are an animal. They are responsible for 25% of all marine life, and it's really important for people here, especially in Maldives, but not only Maldives, but every coastal area, because are the corals are responsible for not only our tourism, but also for the fish we have here, which is the only thing we export. And the way we plant corals is we take coral fragments. There are pieces of corals we find around the reef. If we are unable to find pieces, we would break the healthiest bit, like a little bit off of a bleaching coral, and then we would secure it to a frame where we will zip tie it. Zip tie isn't the only method we use to make sure the curl sticks onto the frame. There are multiple methods, but the most common is zip tying it. But it's also one of the worst ways, because the thing about it is zip ties are made out of plastic, and this plastic tends to the coral tends to grow onto the plastic, and since it's plastic it won't decompose, which is not the best way for like the growth of the coral. And uh, after this we would check up on them at least weekly to make sure they're growing properly, and to see how the conditions are where we place them. Like for example, if we normally plant corals at least 3 meters deep, because that would be like the perfect depth. But if it's too warm around the area and the coral starts to lose its color, then we would change it to a deeper area. uh, the reason for coral bleaching is because of corals live in symbiosis with algae. They basically need each other to survive. So without it, the corals kind of lose their color, and without color, they are unable to get food from photosynthesis. And if they don't have food, they die. Next slide, sir. This is a very uh, dangerous job, mostly because the sea is like the ocean is unexplored. There are many creatures in the water, and not only this, but the corals itself are dangerous to everyone, because they contain uh some contain spikes, some have their own uh poison ish. It really depends on the coral. So just for this, we make sure to wear safety gear, like for example a wetsuit. It's not only to keep our body protected from accidental cuts and or touching the reef, but also it keeps our body temperature even, and even in like cold temperatures. And then we take a mask and snorkel, because the mask is important for us to see around the area, because without it we wouldn't be able to know what's around us or what we're doing. this the snorkel is optional because it helps us just stay underwater for a longer period of time. It's important to take gloves while handling the corals, because while you touch the corals, if you accidentally, uh, for example, if you don't wear gloves and you touch it, it would create rashes, or if it was a more poisonous kind of coral, it would leave cuts. We take fins because it's an easy way to move around in the water, and just in case, we take surfboards for any emergencies. And this also requires proper training. For example, uh, it would require a free diving course and a skin diving course, also first aid, because you need to know what you're doing in the water. It's a very dangerous place and anything could happen. Next slide, sir. So, uh, also I want to mention that my other project was about picking up plastic around the area. We had a group of students, and with all of us, we went around the area and we picked up plastic. And the challenges of these were, the plastic was everywhere in tiny pieces. You see, plastic is really hard to decompose, and most of the time when people throw away plastic, it just goes everywhere, and there would be little pieces of plastic in the water that we can't even see with our eyes, which means that it's really hard to make it completely clean. And another thing is, plastic keeps coming back. No matter how hard we clean the area, if we come back a few days later, the current would have brought in more plastic from other areas, and we would just have to clean it up again. Other than that, we have lack of awareness and support, because a lot of people don't know how big of a problem this is. uh, Plastic causes so many problems to us, also our reefs. We see fishes and animals getting stuck in plastic all the time. And uh, even if you go to very deep areas, you see that plastic is there, which means that it is literally everywhere and that hard to get rid of. Other than that, there was weather, because due to stormy weather, we were unable to go to the water, and because it was so dangerous, and we couldn't make sure to check up on the corals. And also because of this, it brought in plastic from very far away. But the achievements of the project was that we protected marine life and the environment. Every time we went to the reef, we would go around the area looking for bits of plastic, and when we did find them, we would take them and made sure that we brought them back, so it wouldn't go back into the sea again. And other than that, we're creating awareness, like on many platforms such as this one. We show people just how important what we are doing is. And even in our own community, we teach kids how to we teach kids not only what it is, but also how we can prevent it and help, and get their help on this too. And also it created personal growth, not only for like myself, but everybody who did this project with me. Everybody who went to clean plastic, they all knew just how important what we were doing were, and they all started to be more cautious of what they were throwing away, and how they could reuse this. Next slide, sir. So the next steps of my project are growing corals all over the area. right now we only have 2 frames of growing corals, but I want to grow them all around the area, and not only this area but also on the other side of my island there's this whole area where all of the corals are gone, and I'm planning to plant them there and uh, restore that area too. And I want to grow different types of corals. There are certain corals that are harder to find, and I want to make certain areas where these corals can be found. I also want to teach more people about the importance of corals, but not only corals, but also plastic, and how important it is to make sure we manage our waste. And overall, I want to make the whole reef healthy by removing all the plastic, growing the corals, and stopping pollution around these parts. And also, I want to create a plan to what to do with this plastic, because my island really doesn't have a proper way to get rid of plastic. For now, we're just storing it away from the sea area so it won't go back. But we all need to find out what we can do with this, and just so we don't throw it everywhere and it scatters and pollutes everything. And I want to involve more people and create even more awareness for this, and get the community, the whole community, to help on this project with me. Next slide, so the 3 P skills that helped me were personal skills, because while I was doing this project, I learned a lot myself. I became more aware of what was happening and what I could do to stop it. Then there was people skills, because I worked with many people and learned from them as well. Project skills, because we had to organize and find all the information to do this project, like uh, when to do it, where, how many people were involved, how could we safely collect all the plastic.
Yeah. Ashit, do you want me to change the slide? 1 second. Huh? Are we done, Aisha?
I think so. So
All right. So let me share the videos that you shared about me, about the plastic project. 1 second. Huh? Is there anything about the corals, Aisha, that you have shared? Like I couldn't find them.
I mainly did on the plastic project.
Share with. Okay. Can you see my screen, Aisha? I'm sharing the video.
Yes, sir, I can see.
Razia, Megha, and all, can you see? Ashwin, can you see the screen? Prashant.
Yes, sir.
You can see the screen? Can't I tell the screen name get?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. This is one video, and I think you sent another one of your art class, right? So share that as well. 1 second. All right. So, children, any questions to Aisha? Stay at home. Anyone, any questions? ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದೆಯಾ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಕಾವ್ಯ ಬಸವ stay at home children, any questions do you all have?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Razia or Ashwini, go ahead.
Ashwini, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Ashwini.
No, sir.
Go ahead, Ashwini, you can ask the question.
The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold.
I
Please
can hold
stay
this
on
one.
the line.
1 second, Ashwini, 1 second.
ನೀವು ಮಾತ-
Children, don't please do not take other calls in middle of this session. The session gets interrupted. Okay, all right. Go ahead,
The
Ashwini.
person you are speaking with
1
has
second,
put your
again.
call on hold. Please stay on the line. ನೀವು ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕರೆಯನ್ನು ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರಿ. आप जिस व्यक्ति से बात कर रहे हैं उसने आपकी कॉल को होल्ड पर रखा है. कृपया लाइन पर बने रहें. The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold. Please stay on the line. ನೀವು ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ನಿಮ್ಮ
One second,
ಕರೆಯನ್ನು
children.
ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರಿ. आप जिस
1 second.
व्यक्ति
I'm
से
trying to
बात
mute
कर
the
रहे हैं उसने आपकी कॉल को
person.
होल्ड पर रखा है. कृपया लाइन पर बने रहें. The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold. Please stay on the line. ನೀವು ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕರೆಯನ್ನು ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರಿ. आप जिस व्यक्ति से बात कर रहे हैं उसने आपकी कॉल को होल्ड पर रखा है. कृपया लाइन पर बने रहें.
No,
The
sir.
person you are speaking with has
One
put your
second.
call on hold.
1 second.
Please stay on the
I'm not able
line.
to mute this person
ನೀವು
who is
ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ
on
ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು
hold.
ನಿಮ್ಮ
1 second.
ಕರೆಯನ್ನು ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರಿ. आप जिस व्यक्ति से बात कर रहे हैं उसने आपकी कॉल को होल्ड पर रखा है. कृपया लाइन पर बने रहें. The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold. Please stay on the line. ನೀವು ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ನಿಮ್ಮ
Children, 1
ಕರೆಯನ್ನು
second.
ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರಿ. आप जिस व्यक्ति से बात कर रहे हैं उसने आपकी कॉल को होल्ड पर रखा है. कृपया लाइन पर बने रहें. The person you are
Hello. So, children, if you are joining the call, I request you all not, if you are joining from the dial pad, don't receive other call. It's creating a disturbance here. All right. Yeah. Ashwini, you may ask your question.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Ashwini.
What is the biggest failure you are faced? What did you learn from it?
So, Aisha is trying to ask you what is the biggest challenge you faced and what did you learn from it?
The biggest challenge I was on both my project, it was like the plastic was the main problem. When I went to the sea, there was plastic on corals, and while collecting them, I saw just how clean the place could be if we put in a little more effort, or if we managed what we did with our plastic. So it taught me that we should be more careful and protect the environment overall.
Okay.
Okay, sir. ಮತ್ತೆ
Children, any other questions?
yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ashwini.
How do you manage your time?
Well, it really depends, but most of the time we plan project and we pick certain dates for when we hold the events and how we're going to carry it.
Yeah. So Aisha, I think that the question was like to you was like, how do you balance between everything? Your work, you're working on two multiple projects, right?
So
And you
how
are studying, right? So how is that? How are you able to do
do
everything?
you manage?
Yeah. How do you manage?
Uh, we have like a schedule for it, and the events are carried out on certain days, so it's easy to uh, manage the rest of the time.
So so one more question.
Yeah, Ashwini, go ahead. So before
About the
Ashwini,
future.
1 second, 1 second. So to the prior question, what Aishat was saying is, so what she does, they have a proper timetable, okay, on what has to be done, right?
Yes.
So that is how she's able to manage her time across the projects. Okay, so I mean her projects, her studies, and other aspects. Yeah. When asking the question, please mention your name, children. So Ashwini, you have asked two questions, correct? Was it you or someone
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು
else
question
asked the
ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ
second?
ಸರ್ ಕೇಳಿದೆ
Okay.
one question sir.
Go ahead, Ashwini.
About the future, what is something you will still want to learn? What is something you still want to learn?
Okay. So Aisha is asking you, what more do you want to learn, right, from this project? Or what are your aspirations? I mean, basically, what do you want to do further with this project? Okay.
Well, I want to learn about the corals and the sea more, so I understand on a broader perspective of what I'm protecting. And as for the plastic, I want to know what we can do to properly reuse it without uh, just throwing it away to places.
Okay, good.
Okay sir, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashwini. Any other questions from any other children? Apart from Ashwini, is there anyone else? Yeah, Basava,
Yeah, sir.
Danish, Rajabi. Yeah, who is
Basava,
this? Yes, Basava. Go
Basava,
ahead.
sir.
Yes, Basava, go ahead.
Huh. How does this project helpful to your personal life?
Well, the place where I live is surrounded by water, and we live in like small islands. So if we throw plastic around this area, it like tends to come to the beaches, and it affects our environment really badly. Like there'll be pieces of plastic caught on places, and when we go to the beach, there'll be shards of glass there, and it's not really a safe environment for people.
Okay. So I said, I think, okay, so that is one aspect. But along with that, I think what the expansion of what my extension of the question would be, how this is helping you, right, in your personal life in a sense, right, in your studies, in your career aspirations, how this is projects are helping you. And that's what the broader scope of the question, if I'm not wrong.
Well, the Coral project helps me with understanding what I want to do for like my career, because I want to be a marine biologist. This gives me like practical training and also a chance to properly like explore and learn about the water. And also for the plastic to pick up, it's also something marine biologists do, which is clean up the area where marine life is. So it's all just training. So hopefully when I do become a marine biologist, I'll be really uh, familiar with this.
Okay. So basically, it is helping you to become okay towards your So one part is what you talked about is, how it is, helpful from a health standpoint and safety standpoint. And second, on your education or your career aspirations. Okay, that is good. All right. Thank you, Basava. Any other questions from anyone?
Sir, I have another question.
Who's this?
Yeah, Basava, sir, I have another question.
Yeah, please go ahead, Basava.
Yes, sir. Aishan, why did you choose this project only?
Well, I think it's because it was the main concern of like what I was seeing, while I was choosing the project, it was something that I was really worried about and something I wanted to do I wanted to stop. So I wanted to fix the problem by collecting the plastic and growing the corals.
Okay. How about Rajabi, Sanya, Malan, Danish, Kavya? Any questions?
I have one question.
Who is this?
Kavya, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. How did his parents help to his project, sir?
Okay. So I said asking you, how did your parents support you in these projects, in both these projects, what you're doing?
Uh,
It's a good question. Yeah.
my parents also they also really care about the environment, and they were actually the ones who started the projects, like the coral project. Uh, they realized what was happening to the reef, and at first I wasn't really familiar with what was going on, because when I started going to the reef I thought it was really beautiful, but my dad told me that the corals were like slowly dying and it used to be more alive than this, and he told me that we could restore the reef. And my parents also did everything they could to collect plastic, clean the environment, and educate not just me but also many children in our community.
Okay. So Aishat, do you want to speak a bit more about it? Because I believe your dad and your mom, they have guided you in many ways on this. Plus, they've invested on a lot of these gears and everything, correct?
They have they taught me everything I know about the sea, and they've always supported my dreams. They also they invested a lot in the whole project, like for the supplies we use, the masks, the fins, everything related to those. They not only just for me but also they even helped to get it for like the whole community, that kids could also go and learn from the water. They helped us to get the paint and all the equipment we needed, and through everything they were always monitoring and making sure that what we were doing was proper. And just in case if there could be like accidents, they always made sure to uh, monitor us, check if we're safe and how everything was going. Yes.
Okay. Good. Children, any other questions? If your
Yes,
children
sir.
feel, if you can ask your questions in Hindi and Kannada as well if you want, and I can translate that into English for to Aishat. I think someone had a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Um, for doing this project, someone or some other persons are appreciate for her for his and what is your feeling and what is your opinion?
Yeah. Aisha, did you get that question? I think she's asking, have you received any recognition for the work that you have been doing? Okay, from anyone, and what is your opinion on it?
Uh, yes, I think like on social media, a lot of people were supporting our project, and not only this, but when we first started collecting the plastic, there was only us, and when we were posting these videos and we were talking about in Ireland, more kids learned about it, and they started coming and they started volunteering in this project too. And even not only that, but we also helped in projects led by adults to clean up uh, plastic, which was also something we did.
Okay, good. Anyone else with any questions, children? Prajwala, from which Prajwala? Okay. So Aishat, I have a question if no one has. So, right from the last person to today, how many children or community members have joined your project in the beach cleaning activity? Is there a spike?
There were 11 kids who joined, and there weren't really much adults, just my parents and a few friends. I think there was like up to 16, 17 in total.
Okay. And okay, good. And how, my other question would be, how do you motivate them to, come and help you with all, or assist you with all this?
It was just volunteering by themselves, but also while doing this, we explored the water. Like we went diving and we did activities, and I think the kids were really interested in these activities because they got a chance to like learn new things. And also I believe that working with each other made it more fun for everyone, and I think that kept us all pretty motivated.
Okay. And I said, what I would say is one more thing is, I think along with this, to encourage the children, you're also providing uh, free training, right? On how to might be to do the artwork. Is that one of the aspect of it that has encouraged children to come and assist you
Yes,
when you're
not
teaching
only
your?
just creating artworks, but we used to create jewelry too. And we do certain activities like we would, after beach cleanup, we would like we baked food and we'd all bring it together and we'd enjoy lunch, or we would watch the sunset.
Hmm. Okay, so one is what I'm saying, that you should teach them some artwork. That is one of the motivation for them to come. I mean, they should not pay you anything, any fees or anything for the artwork or not. But what you would ask them is, I will teach you to do this, but you all should assist, help me in cleaning the beach. Correct? Okay, so that's a good idea. All right. ಸೊ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡನ ಕೇಳ್ಬಹುದು, ನಾ ಯಶಾದ್ಗೆ ट्रांसलेट ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. तो कोई लाइक आपको कोई क्वेश्चंस है तो आप पूछ सकते हो, हिंदी में भी पूछ सकते हो, मैं वो आयशा को हिंदी इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करूंगा. Any other questions? No. So Aisha, I think we are good. There are no more questions. All right. So if there are no questions, Aishat, from anyone, so Aishat, thank you for the presentation. It was a good presentation, and thank you for everyone who asked the questions, who participated. Thank you, Lina, for the wonderful song, and let us meet next Tuesday. Thank you, everyone. You all have a better rest of the day or night. Bye. Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, everyone. Yeah. Bye.
sir.
Bye. Bye,
Sir,
everyone.
good night.
Good night. Good night. Thank you.